So it's winter now, where I live. The days are getting darker, and the cold kind of seeps into everything. It can be cozy, for sure, at times. But sometimes you kind of just don't want to do anything. I think you could be forgiven for feeling that way at this time of year. Sometimes you kind of want to just curl up and sleep, you know, even though there's so much you could be doing, there's so much to be enjoying. Sometimes it's easy to forget that. It doesn't matter how much you know you should be grateful and appreciative for the good things in your life. There will come times throughout life where you just don't want to do anything. You can't do anything. And something I've learned is that's okay. It's very easy when you feel like this to exacerbate the situation by feeling guilty for it. Yeah, you know you should be doing things, you know, you should be making the most of your time or doing that thing you know you enjoy, but for whatever reason you just don't feel like it, and that's okay. I think adding that layer of guilt or that layer of should, I hate the word should. I think it's such a punishing word. You should feel a certain way, or you should be doing a certain thing. We can't always do or be what we should, but that's okay. I read something recently that explained how important evolutionarily compassion is. Not just to and from other people, not compassion for others, of course that's important, but to ourselves. It's very easy to be hard on yourself, to put yourself down or punish yourself for something you feel like you should feel guilty for or feel ashamed of, I just feel bad about. But it's a lot more difficult to be compassionate towards yourself, to allow yourself certain misgivings and just allow yourself to be a bit human. We're not always going to be running on peak performance. It's impossible. Sometimes we're going to fall down and struggle a little bit. And obviously, it's wonderful when we have the people around us to help us back up. But what I found is more important is being that person for yourself. It's not really something we're taught how to do. Society is kind of more aimed at making us all feel a bit worthless. Because if you feel worthless, you're more likely to buy the thing that you need to buy in order to feel better about yourself, right? That's the way our society seems to work. But if you can be the person who says it's okay and helps yourself stand back up, that's pretty powerful. Because I think we all need to allow ourselves a little bit more compassion, especially in these difficult times. Life's not easy. Life is not easy. And sometimes it's gonna be a bit of a struggle. But that's okay, because it won't always be. And I think if you are there for yourself when it is a bit of a struggle, and have a bit more understanding, a bit more sympathy and compassion for the fact that you're just a person and you're not perfect. And eventually you will come out of it. Of course you will. It's the natural flows of life, you know. We go up, we go down. And it's not always within our control when we go for our little rides on this roller coaster of life. So just give yourself a bit more compassion. That's what I've been trying to do recently. And whilst I've been doing that, I finished the tavern. It looks pretty amazing. So this is what I've been working on. I'm really, really pleased with it. It's you'll see, but it is packed full of details, and it's taken a while. But yeah, this is what I've been doing whilst being a bit sick and feeling a bit down. Haven't really felt like making a video, but I've designed this whole tavern and got it built off camera. We need a name for it. I don't really know what, but once we come up with something, maybe I'll use the armor stands and put some design on this board. I'm not really sure what, but let me know if you've got any ideas for a name for this place. Now, before we go inside, just take a little tour around the outside. We've got this covered arch area, and then this enclosed beer garden space with these tables, benches. I'll show you inside soon. Keep that suspense. But yeah, we've got another one of these carts filled with beer barrels just under the awning here. I've tried to think of every little detail that would make this place feel real. So we've got the cellar and the winch down to the cellar to take all the beer barrels down. The only part that is not finished is the cellar. I haven't been down there to design that yet, but that's the only part. The rest is packed. You'll see. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I've worked in a few pubs, and there's always a hatch down to the cellar to get the beer down. But let's go inside. This is the tavern. It's definitely got atmosphere in here. I think the actual bar came out pretty well, and I've used these depots from the Create mod with a potion on top just to kind of represent bottles. But yeah, look at the feel, the atmosphere in here. It's so cozy. It's definitely tavern-like. This huge hearth, banners on the walls, and yeah. Oh, and this is probably my favorite part of the tavern. This covered, almost underground section. I'm just sitting here with your friends, have a drink, talk some nonsense, have a good time. And the details I've put in, like this cracked ceiling and a little window to the outside. I'm still on 1.16.5, so I don't have the candles. So these are placeholders. I think the vanilla candles look way better. I've got a bit of a welcoming rug And yeah, I just love this space. I think it's really cool. Everywhere you look, there's some detail, something that adds to the feel of it being a tavern. Especially from behind the bar. This is really cool. We're gonna need a barkeep or a tavern proprietor. What's it called? What's the person who runs a tavern called? But anyway, we'll need one of those. But yeah, through here is the beer garden, the outdoor space. I really like this. I'm closed in by the wall. But yeah, so that's the ground floor. And then you go up, and I tried to put just shelves and stuff everywhere. Like I love cluttered pubs. I'm fortunate enough to live in a city where there are some ancient pubs where I live, and they go back hundreds of years, and they're just full of stuff, cluttered inside and out, and they're just such cozy spaces. But yeah, this is the other entrance. I put plant pots all along the outside just to make it feel welcoming, and then you come to this balcony and you look down on the patrons. I love this view. I think this is really cool. I'm glad that I designed this space so the center remained open and you can look down. But so this section is kind of more the inn where someone would come and stay. This is like the cheap room, bit of a fireplace, small bed. Maybe I'll replace this bed with a brown bed, just a cheap looking bed. But yeah, that's the inexpensive room, just crammed in there. And then further up the stairs, got that view down again. Another table on this balcony next to the huge tree that's growing near the. I just love this. I think this is really cute. And if we go up this ladder, I've got just storage space in the attic, just full of barrels. There's nothing in any of these barrels, but I might change this space into the living quarters for the tavern, the innkeeper. Oh, that's what it's called, the innkeeper. But yeah, come through here, and this is like more of a snug area. So maybe you have your more serious chats up here, away from the main rabble downstairs. Bit cozier. Its own little fireplace. And then just along this walkway is the fancier room that you can rent for the night. Bit of carpet, more bookshelves, and a nice double-sized bed. Yeah, so you can come and stay at the inn. Stay in the tavern for the night in our cozy village. I think it's very easy to design buildings in Minecraft and not bother with the interior. I know a lot of YouTubers do that because it's the exterior that you guys see, really, and it takes going inside the building and showing it off for it to even be worth building it in the first place, right? So I get it, but I want to fill the interiors of every building we make. It's part of the experience of making it feel real, you know? Like from the outside, this place kind of looks like a tavern, but you come inside and yeah, it definitely is. You can just sit here in the corner and drink your beer, you know? You're in a tavern. It's got that feel. It's telling that story. And that's what I love. Ooh. Bit dangerous. But I also crammed in the bell, the village bell. I took it from the center of the village and popped it under there. And it's like noon right now, so there's no one in here, but they do congregate. The villagers of the village, when it's time to down tools and gather, they gather in the pub. And that's so cool. It's the realism there is just, yeah, I love that. So what do you think, guys? That's the tavern. That is the village tavern. I love it. So I've been enjoying the tavern and I've been hanging out with these guys. And I noticed it's gotten very cold all of a sudden. We've all got that wintry fog breath. And it looks like I think it's snowing. Yeah, it is. It's winter, guys. It got so cold, I guess it's started snowing. It's kind of beautiful. The tavern in the snow. I hope I don't have to clear all this up. Nah, I'm sure it will melt when spring comes back around. So yeah, I installed the Serene Seasons mod just so we could have winter in our village. Have some snow. Just for that seasonal holiday vibe, you know, that coziness. Because even though I said earlier that winter can be a dark time, can be a bit of a cloud sometimes, but even still, even despite all that, I do love winter. Oh, the snow's stopping. Oh wow, this looks majestic, absolutely magical. Yeah, I was saying, I do love winter. I'm a child of winter. I was born on the winter solstice, so I guess winter is part of me. Good and bad. Anyway, guys, we built the tavern. We haven't done much else, but that's okay, right? It's okay. And I'm pretty proud of this tavern. I'm pretty proud of what I've made, despite everything. It's probably the best thing I've built so far. I put a lot of thought into it, a lot of effort into it, and I think it shows. It's definitely the iconic building of this village, and I'm really proud of it. So here's something I like and want to share with you. This guy has been building himself a log cabin, alone, all by himself, for a few years now. And I've been watching his videos now and again. But recently, when I've been feeling a bit low, and I was a bit sick, couldn't really do much at all, I spent hours and hours watching all of this guy's videos. And it was so calming. I love the slow stillness of his videos. So many of the shots are just stationary, long shots with no voiceover, no explanation, just the monotonous chopping of the axe on the logs, because he doesn't use any power tools. He's built this whole thing with axes and nails. It's pretty incredible and really inspiring watching stuff like this. But yeah, I wanted to share this because this kind of helped me through this flat patch that I've been through recently. So give this guy's videos a watch. He's pretty impressive, pretty inspiring, for me at least. And they've definitely got a tone, his videos. A really gentle, peaceful tone. Just one guy in Sweden, in the forest, slowly creating himself a home. I think that's pretty special. Anyway, I think that'll do it, guys. That's this episode. Not a lot of content, but in some ways, quite a lot of content. In some ways, more real content than I've made so far. I don't know. Every now and again, maybe a little bit of realness can go a long way. But thank you for watching, guys. It means a lot. I wish you all the best. Happy holidays if you care about such things. And I'll see you soon. I'm feeling inspired again after making this. I feel like being honest with how you feel is pretty therapeutic for me. And it kind of helps me move forward. So I'm glad I made this video. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care.